It's that time of year again, y'all. Yarn stash. Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Apple Crafts channel, and I am Alicia, your host. Today, I am going through my annual organization of the yarn stash. I do not have a very large yarn stash. For me, I would just get super overwhelmed because this is overwhelming to me. Some of y'all are laughing. I get it. You do you. This for me is overwhelming. So we're going to go through it. And I know I want to keep it all, mostly. So I may come across a skein or two that I think I'm going to donate. And I've got a donation box ready to go to Smart Art Supply. And so we're going to get started. I don't know if I'm going to go through each one in a lot of detail, but we're going to go through it. So I'm going to adjust the camera and we're going to get started. Not much readjusting there. Okay, so this is my own yarn that I've given my tale of woe of untreated yarn in my shop for a while. So this is my stash. Apple Crafts untreated. This is Strawberry Smoothie, and these are Hint of Spring, Sunshine Hint of Spring. After many attempts of trying to sell it and it just didn't sell, I'm actually going to make some DK weight socks out of this. So my thought is to do worsted and DK over here and fingering and stuff over here. So, and I think I have equal amounts enough for all that. I do have some chunky, and I'm on the fence about these, honestly. I am going to take my Pythos plant and put it up on my hanger soon that's on my wall. So I think what I want to do is pick one of these colors. I have a white one too. Make not a macrame, but one of those little baskety type things, and put it there. It's not going to use that much yarn. So I think out of these three, I'm going to try to figure out what I want to donate and then pick a color that will go with the room and use that. So what is this? This is Lion Brand Woolies Chunky in Walnut. This is Patton's Classic Wool Roving. And I've got, what was that? Something fell. Loops and Threads, Cozy Wool, and black. So, let's see, black that looks nice, the white does not look nice, and the brown does not look nice. So I think I'm going to keep the black to make a hanging basket with, and I'm going to donate these other two. So let's get that out of the way. All right, moving on. These, for a small period of time, I had worsted weight in my shop, and I'm not really feeling it, and it doesn't really sell for me anyway. So these are whenever I dye anything that's super saturated, I like to use any leftover dye to dye up other yarns. This is all from Forest Floor, because a couple years ago I was trying to recreate a one-of-a-kind color from like leftover dye, and once I figured out that recipe, you know, it was good to go. But until then I had like such varying amounts of Forest Floor, but I don't know what to do with these. I'm thinking about saving it for color work, but I don't really knit with worsted, so I don't know. I want to hold on to them for at least a little while longer, and if I can't come up with something by the end of the year, then I'm just going to get rid of these. So this is going to hang around for another year, or maybe I'll put it in a giveaway. We'll see. All right, putting this to the side. Those didn't have color names because they're, like I said, they're from leftover dye. So this is an OG, like an OOG, and I tried to do a ball band and I failed, but this is When I was first learning how to dye yarn, I played around with self-striping, which, y'all, shout out to all of you dyers that do self-striping, because holy crap, that is not easy. Trying to figure out the math and how to dye it up and not have bleeding and all that stuff. My husband's an engineer, okay? He can't figure it out. And I know some of these people are using engineers to help them out. So maybe I gotta hit him up when he's not tired, because he used to be a mechanical engineer. So I know it's in his brain somewhere. Anyway, my point is, I have not used this yet. I don't know what I want to use it for. But this is like, I don't know. When did I start dyeing yarn? 2017. So this is like from that time period. This has been sitting for a minute. But I don't want to get rid of it yet. But this is called Tulip Garden. Okay. On Polworth DK. And 100 grams. Yeah. All right. What else? Oh my God. Okay. This is yarn I got at Smart Art Supply. Mountain Co. hand painted. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm going to save this for color work, I think. This is a worsted weight, maybe? What does it say? 100 grams, Avi. 250 yards. No. It's a heavy DK. Okay. Yeah, this is color work. It's really pretty. Does it have a name? I don't think it does. Evergreen. It does. Okay. So it's got blues and greens, various shades, and a little bit of brown. This almost looks like if I took my Under the Sea and striped it. It almost looked like that, honestly. This is a little bit more blue. Anyway, so let's go into the side because I'm keeping that. I have a bajillion skeins of these. I knit a Claudia hat out of that recently. It's pretty good wool. I don't know what else I'll knit with this. I might make another pair of gloves. Or a different hat, because I certainly have enough to do both. Yeah, that's all I have left. So 5 skeins. So we'll be keeping that. Malabrigo. Cereza. Worsted weight. This is really blowing out on camera, but oh my God, this color is beautiful. So beautiful. It's deep, rich red. It's gorgeous. I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I only have one. Color work, probably. This is that forest floor I was talking about, which is coming up a little bit orange. I am going to change the filter on this camera because I don't like this at all. That's a little bit better. Okay, so this is one of the earlier attempts of making forest floor. My skin is falling apart. So I'm going to keep that. Probably another thing for color work. So I have a lot of stuff that I can use for color work. Which means I just need to come up with a background color, which means I probably need to dye it up, which means it's going to wait a while. That's just how it goes. This is that purple that I knit the Nishibi in originally. Yeah. So this is one of my favorite colors. So whenever I dye this up, I really try to have some for myself. This is Ichiban colorway. You'll almost always find this in the shop. I don't know if it's in there right now because I have not done an inventory, but usually you'll find it in the shop. So we're keeping that. I have two skeins of this gorgeous, let's see, Autumn and Indigo fibers. What color is this? Classic DK October's End. It's just gorgeous. I got this at Smart Art thrift shop as well. And it's like a creamy base with some speckling going on there. Like, these all look like broken speckles. Oh my god, it's beautiful. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. They'll probably end up being socks. Although, on my list that I didn't show for what I want to make for 2024, there is a pumpkin sweater. And I think this would be really great for that. So I'm going to hold on to that. Because I'll have time to figure out my colors. Because I'm not going to knit that until like the spring or something. But that's my plan anyway. This is a one of a kind from when I was playing around with dyeing when I first started. I've had this in my stash for a long time. I might put this in the giveaway too, because I don't think I'm ever going to use this color. I may have to make a pile for giveaways. There was something else. Oh, over there. Okay, yeah. So I think I'm going to make a pile for giveaways, and this is going to go on there. For sure. So it doesn't have a name. I can tell you that it's DK, and it's Polworth, because anytime I ever practice anything, it's on Polworth. I am obsessed with Polworth. Can you tell that I love Polworth? I love Polworth. Polworth's my favorite. Polworth. Avalanche. Arbor, Brooklyn Tweed Arbor. I bought this back in 2020. And I don't know what I was thinking when I got these colors. I mean, I guess I don't know. They're just sitting. I don't know what to do with it. It's good wool. I like working with it. Maybe I'll make them into DK socks and do color work with it. I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, so I'll hold on to these two. Yeah, because if I don't make it into socks, it's not going into anything else. Not at all. So. Okay. Redhead Fibers. She is not dyeing yarn anymore. She used to be local to me. That's the label. This color is called Autumn Sunset. Again, if I don't make this into socks. Ooh. You know what though? This might work in that pumpkin sweater. So I'll hold on to it. But if I don't use it in the pumpkin sweater, then I'm going to have to give it away next year. Because this has been sitting for a very long time. It's kind of hard to find something that matches up with this that's not black. So, because like the shade of purple is very specific. So, we'll see. Knit Pick Swish DK in bark. I think I'm going to give this away. Maybe. You know, actually, this might be good for gloves. I'm such a mess. We'll hold on to it for a little bit. We'll hold on to it. Let's just see. Okay, sport weight. What is this, nylon? No, this is MCN, isn't it? Yeah, 80-10-10 superwash merino cashmere nylon. This is a one of a kind that I dyed up years ago, and I can't seem to sell it whatsoever. It's a gray base, high twist yarn, and it's got like little pops of teal and pink, some green. But for some reason, I think it's beautiful. I don't know why it's not selling. Maybe it's just meant for me because I keep wanting it, but I keep putting it out there to see if anyone will want it, and nobody ever. I even put it on eBay for super cheap. Nobody wanted it. Oh, there's a little bit of black in there. So clearly, it's meant for me, which is why it's in my stash now, because I've tried for 3 years to really try to sell it. So anyway. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's not really enough to do anything. Maybe I could do a tank top out of it. because it is 382 yards. So that would be 369, 1100 yard. Yeah, I should be able to make a tank top out of it. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I don't know what tank top I'm gonna do out of it. It's not on my radar right now, but it's in my stash. So. Knit Picks. Ooh, that is blowing out. It is not that bright. Knit Picks, Wool of the Andes. I have not knit with this, so I don't know if it's good or not. I don't know if it's enough to do anything, but I guess I'll keep it for color work for now. I think this is it's a sport weight. So, yeah, I'll hold on to it for now. So far we only got rid of 2 skeins of yarn. Is that how it works for you too? Okay, this is a sparkle yarn. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I think this is a worsted weight. Yeah, 91 yards for 50 grams. That's a worsted. It's pretty. I hardly ever knit with worsted. I'll hold on to it for a little bit more, but if I don't find a use for it in the year, it has to go. Maybe I'll put it in a giveaway too. We'll see. Okay, this was a local yarn. Where did I get this? The Craftivist outside of Atlanta. That's where I got this. That shop. If you're in outside of Atlanta and you happen to see the Craftivist, they have a little bit of everything. They've got a lot of sewing stuff. They've got a lot of notions. They have a lot of rustics. Like usually you go into a yarn shop and you see like a lot of hand dyed, you'll see cotton, you'll see linen, blah blah blah. This place, most of their yarn was actually rustic, local yarn, which was very refreshing in a way because you don't usually see that. So it was nice to see that. So this is North American wool. There's a mini skein. It's called Persian Red, which is a little bit more muted in real life, but so I'll be holding on to that because that's souvenir yarn. Okay, this is all my farm yarn. I like to label it farm yarn. They're not all from the same people, but this is all local yarn to me. This is Buckmaster. They're in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee, and they have, what is this? This is a Icelandic Shetland 2-ply. Icelandic. That's Buckmaster. And this is Buckmaster. So what is this? Jacob Tweed. And I actually knit the end over, pull over, I think out of this yarn. Anyway. So that's all them. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I mean, I had a lot of bits and pieces of this yarn. That's what I knit the that Afghan, that cable Afghan from Oregon. A lot of these yarns were in that. There's alpaca, Shetland, all that. These two were from Buck Tussle. I think they are in Kentucky. Yeah, they're in Kentucky. This is Shetland. I think this is Shetland as well. Shetland alpaca. Well, I learned the hard way that I am allergic to alpaca. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the alpaca ones and put that in a future giveaway because I can't use it. So we're going to do that. And the Icelandic, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't know. I hate to give it away because it's nice yarn. But I know it's going to sit in my stash for a long time too. Because like I said, I don't really knit with worsted all that much unless it's a hat. So I think I need to make an I don't know pile. Yeah. Alright. Okay, this was at Smart Art Supply. This is Mohawk wool. Merino, Romney wool, nylon. Why am I buying all this worsted weight when I gotta stop doing that. I don't knit with it really, so why am I buying it? I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Anyway, that's the label. It's really nice yarn. I'm gonna put that in the I don't know pile too. Okay, this is llama. Ooh, I'm not getting rid of that. I don't know if I'm allergic to llama. I guess we'll find out the hard way, right? Llama and wool, 75-25, 200 yards, Spirit Fiber Works. That's from the Craftivist. It smells lovely. Oh, okay. Why did I buy that? It's not passing the neck test. Damn. 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 That makes me sad. I don't want to get rid of it though. It's llama. Ah. I think this is Sparkless. No. Falkland. That means it could be anything because Falkland is not a breed. It's worsted weight and it's in these autumny colors. And it's been sitting in my stash for a while. That's the tag. Crafting by Laura Stout. I think she's out of Jersey, I think. So, and that's her Etsy. I got this from an LYS that's no longer around, out of Jersey, but anyway, I'm gonna put this in the I don't know pile too because I originally bought this to go with something else and then I never used it and now I don't have anything that's really gonna work with it, so I'm gonna put this in the I don't know pile. I gotta downsize, like really, I need to downsize. So I have to make hard decisions, you know. Smart Art Supply does take used skeins of wool, and this has been sitting around a while, so I might give this to them, and they'll just cake it up. And since those are labeled, they'll figure out a way to put a label around it, because I've seen that. So I'm probably just going to give this to them because there's no point in it sitting in my stash. Okay, Letlopi. I made a sweater out of Letlopi that works as my jacket, and it's nice, but you need a lot of skeins of Letlopi to really do anything substantial. And this has been sitting around for so long. I don't think I'm going to use it for anything else. I made a hat out of some of the colors that I had. So I think I'm going to give these away too. So I'm going to put them in the giveaway pile. Donation pile, whatever. Another skein of glittery yarn. This is Sapphire, Alpaca, Silk, and Stellina. I'm calling it Esteline, but Stellina. And this is blue color, which I don't think they have a name. Oh, Sapphire. It has sparkle. So I'm going to set that aside. I know, I'm allergic to, oh, yeah, I can feel the alpaca. It's not that bad though. And it's just a little bit. What was this, 20 grams? 50 grams, whatever. Okay. This yarn, I think I got, I know I got it outside of Atlanta. I know I talked about it in my Atlanta video. So, Akara, Dorset Sport, and it's called Decay. Like, decay as in like something dying. So, it's very muted colors, and it's very rustic feeling. And it's single ply. I don't know what I would do with this. I do really like the colors, and I love that it's muted. It's about as cool tone as I would go with my skin color. Don't know what I would do with it. Probably color work. I got a lot of color work here, so you know, this is why it's good to do this once a year, because then you know what you've got and you know what you need to work on, like, to fill the gaps. So there's that. Pom-poms. Okay. Juniper Moon Farm. Why do I have so much alpaca in my stash? Oh my god. Alpaca wool and silk. I got this at Smart Art Supply. So, and actually I don't really feel the alpaca on this one. That's good. So I'll hold on to that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this either, because this is worsted, I think. Yeah, 197 yards for 100 grams. Yeah, this is worsted, so we'll figure it out. This is a dye pot, one of a kind. When I was using up colors, this is mine. Don't have a label on it, but it feels like it's Polworth, because merino is a skosh softer. So Polworth fingering. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this either. It's really pretty, but like, you know what? I could probably use this for socks, since it's fingering weight. I think I will use this for socks. So, since I'm still on a sock kick. We're almost done with the worsted side. This is Expression Fiber Arts. I know I got this at Smart Art Supply. You know what? Since I have a lot of this worsted, I really need to figure something out. Maybe I should find a pattern that just like uses... Oh, you know what I could do is make another blanket, because you know I don't have enough blankets in my life. But I do find that if I do anything modular or like big squares and then mattress stitch them together, that I'm more likely to do a blanket than otherwise. So maybe that's what I'll do with all this worsted, is just find a pattern and like knit a bunch of squares and stitch them together. I don't have any other use for worsted. And then whatever I don't use for that, then I'll just donate it or give it away. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. Let me finish talking about this yarn. Alright, so Expression Fiber Arts. And it is Diana. Bulky. I guess it is kind of bulky, isn't it? 120 yards. Yeah. There you go. Oh, what is this? This is old. I know I got this at Smart Art Supply too. This is, holy crap, I don't even know what year this is from. Moth proof? God, this has got to be in the 80s, 90s. 100% virgin wool. I really should have my glasses on. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is worsted. I'm going to give this away. Donate it or something. That's gone. Alright. Roko Remix. This is a... I made a shawl out of this and I made a sweater out of this. I have not worn the sweater yet. There's not really any wool in here. It's like, yeah, there's no wool. It's nylon, cotton, acrylic, silk, and linen. It's got a weird texture. Some people like it, some people don't. I mean, I knit two things out of it, but I would say this yarn is not my favorite, so I am probably going to donate this yarn. There is a lady down the street from me that will take used yarn as well, because she works in a nursing home. She does recreation at the nursing home, and they love this stuff. I've already given her like 2 big bags of yarn, like 2 times. She's like, yeah, keep it coming if you got it. So I think I'm gonna give this to her. Okay, Kramer yarns, merino, acrylic. This is a really nice color. I don't know what I used this for. I don't remember. But it's a worsted weight. So again, I think I'll put this in a blanket. This looks like a fingering / sport. I don't know why it's over here on the worsted side. Probably because it's a sport. And I put worsted and DK and stuff over there. Anyway, socks. For sure. Random skein of yarn. I have no idea what this is. I don't know. I have no idea. This is so not this pink. No clue. But it looks worsted. And it's a full ball, so I think I'll put that in that blanket too. I guess I'm going to be jumping on Ravelry and looking for blankets. Alright. That side is done. So, I'm going to move the camera around and make it do the other side. Okay, that's the best I can do. The lighting is not all that great. Some shadow going on. Okay. This I just recently got with a wholesale yarn order, and it is from Wool to Die For. And in case you're curious, I've never sold anything from Wool to Die For, so I'm very new to their yarn. But they had yak, so they have merino, yak, nylon. So I thought I would check that out, and I really love the colors, a natural color gray. So I'm going to use this for socks. Oops. With this Regia 4-ply. I'm going to use that. And this Premier Serenity. So those quote-unquote Christmas socks that I made that I wasn't all that happy with, when I reknit that pattern, it's going to be with these colors. So I'm keeping that because I think that'll look cool. Yeah, so this is a one of a kind. When I was playing around in my shop or playing around with my dyeing, and I might keep it for socks. It's got blues, a little bit of cream, green, blip of orange. Yeah. Doesn't have a name. And it's just getting thrown around. So I should probably use it. So we'll hold on to that. I think this is Palworth fingering. Palworth. Oh, another worsted. That's mine too. A Barbie pink. Wow, it's really blowing out. There we go. That's the color. Shadowing has worked for something. So yeah, I think that blank is definitely in order. All right. Oh, I've got a chunky, which I think I'm going to donate. Blue Mist Woolies. Yeah. I'm going to donate this too. All right. This yarn I got in a swap years ago. 3 Fates yarn. Guinevere. Merino, yak, nylon. Fingering weight. I haven't figured out what I want to do with it yet. I'm kind of thinking I might use it for the red and the Christmas holly socks from Charlotte Stone, because I think that'll make really cute holly berries, this color. So I'm going to save it for that. Pat's Croy, Workhorse. Love this yarn. I always try to keep something in the stash, so there you go. What colorway was that? In case you wanted to know. Tourmaline stripes. There you go. Laurelette Lopi. I'm going to give that away. By the way, anything that I say that I'm giving away or donating, if you want it and you want me to ship it to you and you're in the US, just US only, put a comment down and then we'll talk. So, what is this? Wool, polyester, nylon. Looks like it's sport weight. It's got tweed bits in it. See, I think these were used or something because they tightened up the ball band and like, I can't tell you who the brand name is. I don't know. Filatura de Crosa. What? Some of my Pride colorways. I decided to keep these for myself. These do actually sell, but like, you know, sometimes you just want some of your own stash. So this one is Speckles. That's 85.15. Yeah. And this one's DK 85.15. So this one's the regular Pride flag, and this one is, I should know this, asexual? No. I'll write it down on the screen. Look, I may be part of LGBT, but it doesn't mean I memorize every freaking color. I'm just saying. I'm trying to get better about it though. So, there you go. Okay, Marisol, Merino, Mulberry Silk. I had to have gotten this at Smart Supply because I would never buy Mulberry Silk on purpose. Sorry, not sorry. There's a reason why I get stuff secondhand for some things. Anyway. Wool Silk Viscose. This looks like it's a sport or DK. I can't tell. The color's candy pink. Which, that's probably more of the accurate color. Ow. This blue is to die for, and of course, since it's blue purple and it's on a camera, if you know anything about colors and camera, this color is notoriously hard to get accurate, but it's like the most amazing violet, electric, purpley blue ever. And it's from Earth Yarns. Oh, that's right, they don't put colors on their thing. P60, that's their color. And it's fingering weight. That is not finger. Oh my god, that is a thick fingering weight. Anyway, beautiful, beautiful. Woolfolk. Got this at Smart Supply. Ooh. 223 yards. Okay, for 50 grams. This is fingering. Color name? I don't know. Anyway. This is a single ply that I got for $1 at Smart Supply. I'll be using that for socks. And some more Regia 4-ply. That's all I got. Wool nylon, 75-25. Malabrigo Potion sock, Malabrigo sock. This is really pretty. Y'all, it took me a while to get on the bandwagon for Malabrigo, but like, I understand the hype. I'm just saying. I understand the hype. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. It don't matter. It's not leaving my stash. Okay, these are bits and bobs. This is 85.15. It's a mini. I don't know why it's over here though. It needs to go All my minis I use leftover dye for and give them away. I don't know why it's sitting in my stash. It's in the wrong place. So this needs to go where my shop inventory is. So I'm gonna put this over here. Okay, this I got. This is Ryan yarn. Oh, I know I got this in Atlanta, nearby Krog Tunnel. I don't know why I can't remember the name of the shop, but I did make a list on it. Anyway, a video, sorry. Roses are red, violets are lesbians. Beautiful purple, which again, you know, purple in cameras. And it's a high twist. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I will make socks with high twist, but it's not my favorite thing to do because it's a little bit uncomfortable on my feet. So sometimes when I make them, I'm more likely to give those pairs of socks away than keep them myself. But they're probably gonna go with socks because my mom is knit worthy for socks too. So although I try to give her untreated because she likes to sleep with them, and something about wool and diabetic feet, I don't know. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Knit Pig Stroll Tweed, Persimmon Heather. I love this color. I just haven't had a use for it yet, but it's not leaving my stash. It may end up going into either socks or color work for pullover. It's gorgeous. Okay. This is a shawl that I made with this yarn that I don't like the way it came out, so I'm going to rip it out. I might, because I don't know but I think I'm also allergic to mohair. So this is Patton's lace, and I mean it doesn't have a lot of mohair. It's acrylic mohair and wool, but I'm not sure, so I have to work with it to see, because the last time I worked with something that I thought was mohair, this is way back when I first started knitting. I know I didn't have a good reaction, but that was the last time I ever worked with anything that was close to mohair. So, I mean, and this too, which is why, like, I don't know, because it was a long time ago. So I need to work with it again. So I'm kind of thinking I might save this yarn for, like, Birds of a Feather whenever I get around to that by Andrew Amari. But I've had this in my stash for a lot of years. So if I don't use it this year, it's getting donated because it needs to go. My deadline for downsizing stuff is like November. Like by the end of the year, it just needs to go. Because if I don't deadline stuff, then it just sits. I have to deadline stuff. I have to. I think I'm going to donate this too. This is Lion Brand Prince. Oh, what color is this? Majestic Mountain. Yeah. I think I'm going to donate that too. It's just sitting in my stash. Like, I don't like to have anything in my stash for a long time. If I haven't used something in like 5 years, it needs to go. Like, for real. If I don't like something, or it's been sitting around for that many years, or if I'm allergic to it like that alpaca, it has to go. It has to. Like, why is it taking up real estate on my shelf? I have to let it go. This is cotton yarn that I don't know what I'm going to do with. It's like a slubby cotton yarn. It's hand spun. I know she's local. Conserving Threads. Doesn't say where she's from though, and I know she's from the area. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I made a tank top out of it, and I didn't particularly care for the way it knit up. I'm probably going to give this away. But it's nice stuff. So I think I'm going to put, at least this, since it's a full skein, I'll put this in a giveaway. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. This I might put in a blanket, because I am working on a fingering weight blanket that's crocheted. It's super back burner, that's why I don't talk about it. But I think that's what I'm going to do. This is all cotton. I don't think I want it. I don't want it. It's not bringing me joy. I'm touching it and it's not bringing me joy, so it's gonna go. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Eyelash yarn. I actually got this in a mystery bag, because every once in a while I like to do a mystery thing, because that's how I discover new things. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I think I'm going to save it for mixed media. I'm certainly not going to knit with it, but I may end up like, Smart Art Supply is really good for getting like, and I've shown it in my craft room tour, or like you get painted canvas stuff and you can just kind of add stuff to it. And I think that's what I'm going to save this for, just like for some trim or something like that, just to kind of zhuzh the canvas up and kind of make it my own. That's what I'm going to use this for, so I'm not going to get rid of it. And I am digging the pink. This is Flutter. Of course there's glare on it, but yeah, that's the name. What else? It's 75 yards and it's polyester. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do with it. Because I think it'll be really great for some kind of mixed media art type of thing. So. And then this. Wow, these are really coming out of their skeins. What is this? The color is Lichen. Oh my god. Fiesta yarns. Oh, it's 100% silk. Yeah, so I definitely got this at Smart Supply too, because like I said, I don't buy silk firsthand. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I'm not gonna let it leave my stash yet though. I'll figure it out. It'll probably go in a shawl or something. But if it doesn't get used by, I'll give that one a couple years. So we'll revisit that in a couple years. What else we got? This is Pima cotton and flax. That's an interesting mix. 120 yards. So we'll hold on to that for a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm not going to get rid of it yet. And this is cotton. Oh yeah, I'm going to get rid of this too. So I just don't have a use for... Okay, now I know in my last video I talked about how I'm making a cotton poncho. So what makes this cotton different? I really think it's the feel of it, because this cotton is really... all of these cottons are, I don't like the feel of it. Like, it's just, I don't like it. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't like the feel of it. So, if you know, you know. That's all I can say. So it's going. Oh, I got... Jeez, I have stuff back there. Oh, okay. Y'all remember these OGs? Ooh. Do they even make this anymore? I don't know. But I got two of them. And I'm not getting rid of them. Woolies Cakes from Lion Brand. 80% acrylic, 20% wool. These are really good for making like thick shawls. And I've made thick shawls out of these. And I like to sometimes, not every time, color manage it. So unfortunately when you color manage with these cakes, you need a lot of this yarn to do that. Just to get the same size of what you would get if you just used it the way it is. I'm just putting that out there in case you want to, you know, color manage any of this stuff because you don't like the order of the stripes that they're in. But I love this yarn. It's really good for if you like to make things to sell. This is a good yarn to use. Okay. I know I talked about this before. This is not mine. This is I know the colorway is Turtle Candy. That's it. I made my coffee break socks out of this, so you can look at that video, or look at my project page on Ravelry. This is Pink Champagne on Ice. This is mine. It's discontinued, but I could bring it back in the future. Maybe. It's a very soft maybe. But they both have sparkles. And then this is one of my minis that I like to give away. I really fell in love with this color. A lot of it's like lighter version of Forest Floor is using those same colors, and so I'm keeping this for myself because I want it. So, and I think that's it. So, oh yeah, oh duh. You know what? Way back when I got into knitting, when did I start getting into knitting? 2015. I bought this yarn. Y'all, it's 2024. How many years is that? That's 9 years. I have not used this. I have used, like I bought a blue one of this and I made a shawl out of it and I've never worn it. I might sell it. I think I'm going to give this away. It's My Melody from Voltron. Be My Baby. I don't even know if this person's on Etsy anymore, but there's the info in case you're curious. And it's a gradient, and it comes with like a little, whatever this is, charm. You could probably make a progress keeper out of it. So I'm gonna be real, I'm gonna keep the progress keeper thing, but I think I'm gonna give away the yarn. 9 years. Obviously I'm not using it. Why is it sitting in my real estate? It needs to go. So, okay, I think that's it. Put all this stuff back together. So I will fast forward. Actually, I'm not even gonna fast forward. We're gonna skip that part so you don't have to sit through it, and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right. All right, this is done. I'm still trying to figure out this, but I think with anything that's already caked up, that's mostly a full skein, is going there. So I'll just decorate that up a little bit. So over here we have DK. We've got some sport way in the corner. I shoved the worsted. I shoved baby in the corner. Comment if you know what that means. Alright, so I have worsted in there, and I've got some sport and fingering going on over here. So I think it looks nice and neat. It won't look like that for long because, you know, we do use our craft room. But it's done. I hope this inspires you to go through your yarn stash and get rid of the things that you don't want and fill all your yarn and be inspired to knit things with the stuff you do want. So I'll see you next time. Go make something and take care. Bye.